Hello. Happy Christmas or happy holidays if you don't celebrate Christmas. If you are on my side of the world, I hope you had a great Thanksgiving celebration. I hope you were celebrated by love. It was kind of low key on my end. I didn't really do a lot because I wanted to make sure that I was actually on holiday and not packed with a bunch of activities. But yes, I'm sending you all my love, and I'm especially excited for today's video. It's one of my favorite videos of the year, and that is decorating for the holidays, decorating my apartment for the holidays. So I was brought up in a home where Christmas decorations or like doing a big thing for Christmas wasn't really a priority besides going to church. And for a long time, I did trick myself into thinking like Christmas wasn't a big deal to me. The holidays weren't a big deal to me. I didn't really want to do anything because that's just what I was taught. But the more I've gotten to know myself over the years, the more I've stopped suppressing who I really am, the more I have found that I am a Christmas girl. I've always, even when I was younger and we didn't do Christmas, I was obsessed with Christmas movies and doing all the Christmas things. So living alone in my own space, in my own apartment, really has given me many great opportunities to embrace that part of myself, not just at Christmas, but like in general when it comes to the holidays. So this year I'm going to be sharing my process with you. I don't do huge holiday decorations around the apartment. I really just do focal points, which for me is the living room, a tree that serves as like a center, like decor item. And in the past, I've added little knickknacks and like book ornaments or book type Christmas ornaments on the bookshelf. So I'm really going to be sticking to that theme. Otherwise, everything else in the apartment doesn't really change. I don't do huge like Christmas decor during the holidays because I have to like take them off or like move ho pillows around when I want to sit on my couch. I don't do all of that. I do what I think is the bare minimum, but I guess that is also relative. It depends, like someone's bare minimum is, different from others. But yeah, that'll be fun. We're also going to talk books because I have TBR updates for Christmas for you that I am very excited to share. So yeah, lots to do and I am excited. So I've gone ahead and cleared out this spot, this corner for the tree. It's about 6 feet, so it should be a little taller than me. I used to have a desk here. If you've seen from some of my past videos, that desk is no longer in the apartment. I sold it. I've been meaning to give it away for a while because I realized I don't use it that much. I've kind of been using it as an extra storage space for my books. So I decided to get rid of that, just clearing things out before the end of the year. And it just so happened to have been sitting in the perfect spot for a tree. So yeah. Is it me or does it seem a little crooked? Which I don't mind. I like an imperfect tree, but yeah, it feels like it's leaning one way, but that might also be my apartment. My apartment is a little slanted, and it's the first pre-lit tree that I am buying. The tree that I've used in the past 3 years, same tree, I've had to buy lights for and I had to replace those lights twice. So I'm hoping that this would be a good enough upgrade where I don't have to light it myself, number one, but I'm also hoping I'll get multiple uses out of this. I'm keeping my fingers crossed for that, but I'm going to spread these out and we'll see what we really have. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we have a tree. I'm gonna plug it in for the moment of truth. Let's see if this thing actually works. Oh, that is gorgeous. That is a gorgeous tree. That is beautiful. One thing is certain, and that is I definitely won't be going back to the regular trees. It is pre-lit from now on. You can't even imagine the amount of hours that I saved from just switching to a pre-lit tree. And I'm glad that these came with a soft, warm white light because that does go better with the aesthetic of the apartment. It switches, actually it has a remote control thing that I can use to change the color from the multicolored lights to the cool white light, the daylight bulbs, but I'm going to keep it in this setting because it goes with the lights that I already use in the apartment. What I have here are ornaments that I got, and I have a garland that I have to pick up from a distributor tomorrow afternoon. So that should be it. Once I get those things, I think I will be done with everything that I need to decorate. So I'm going to run those errands tomorrow. But for now, we're done. I think it is a day well spent, and I'm going to go get some work done. I am currently reading Holiday Romance by Catherine Walsh. I got this last year. It was supposed to be on my December TBR. I don't know what happened, but somehow it ended up being a late delivery, so I didn't get to it. And I just didn't want to read it in January, so I decided to push it to this year. And I'm 2 chapters in, and it is so good. It's so funny. It follows 2 main characters, the main female character, Molly, and the MMC, Andrew. They're stuck at the airport because their flights are grounded because of a snowstorm. And at first, based on their initial encounter, I thought it was going to be an enemies to lovers, but it turned into a strangers to friends to lovers. I mean, I'm only 3 chapters in, so I don't know what else is going to happen, but it is a very light, very heartwarming, like swoon-worthy read. I learned from my mistakes 2 years ago when I read Always in December that when it comes to these 2 authors, Emily Stone and Catherine Walsh, I've learned to find out if there's actually going to be a happy ever after before I get to the end of the book, because what that book did to me, I think I talked about it in my holiday book recommendations video. I'm going to put a link up here, but that book had an unexpected death at the end of it, and I didn't know it was coming, so that caught me off guard, and it will not happen to me again. But yeah, this is what I'm currently reading. For my entire December TBR, I have just 3 books. I have that one, and then I have A Winter Wish by Emily Stone. She's been releasing one consistently for the past 3 to 4 years now, and they've all been good. So I'm going to check this one out. I don't know what it's about yet. I mean, besides what it says in the synopsis, but it was an auto-buy for me. And then I have a Holly Jolly Diwali. A friend recommended this one to me. She said it was really good. She really enjoyed it. She read it. She finished reading it last week, and this is her copy, actually. I'm going to read it. If I like it, maybe I will get my own copy, but if it's just okay, I will just read it. I have a very short TBR for December, specifically because I'm going through my 2024 reading lists, and I have a total of 21 books that I haven't touched, that I didn't get to read at all. So I'm going to focus on that, and this happens to me every year. I make a list of books that I already have, not new books, not books that are going to be released, books that I already have that I haven't read. I make a list of the ones that I want to get to read that year, but what happens is I end up being interrupted by new releases or just something that catches my eye, and because I'm such a mood reader, so I get interrupted a lot. So I'm going to take the next couple of weeks to see how much of that list I can get to. The next one I'm going to read on my list is A Beautiful Friend by Elena Ferrantes. Everyone has raved about that book, and I have moved it off my TBR, so I'm going to read it in the first week of December, and I'm hoping it lives up to the hype, but I won't know if I will read the other 3 books in the series until I get my first impressions of the first book. We'll keep our fingers crossed and see how that goes. And the one after that is Real by Kennedy Ryan. I started reading Real in February, but I was listening to the audiobook on Libby, and because I borrowed it from the library, I read it too late, so it expired and they took it back. I might just have to restart it. Those are my reading plans for the year. Thankfully, the books that are on that TBR lists are not downers. A lot of them are very light, heartwarming books. There are some dramas and some mysteries in there. I don't know what genre the Elena Ferrantes book is yet, but I'm hoping it won't be too heavy, because like it gets dark at like 4. I don't really have the emotional bandwidth to read anything that is going to annoy me or anything dark, which is kind of how I felt about Sally Rooney's Intermezzo and why I dropped it. It wasn't bad, I just wasn't in the mood for it. The themes were too heavy. I will pick it up maybe in January, but yeah, that's how things are going. How's your reading going? What are you reading? Let me know in the comment section, and we'll see how it goes. Happy reading. I'm on my way to running those errands that I talked about. I have to pick up my copy of Real from the bookstore and a garland for my TV console and a couple more decor items for the tree and the mantle, which I've already cleared. And I have to make one more stop at my UPS pickup location because someone sent me a belated birthday gift and I don't know what it is yet. So I have to go pick that up. I'm very excited. I think I have a feeling of what she may have sent me, but I'm not sure yet. So yeah, I'm making 3 stops and I want to do them all before the sun sets. So I have like 3 hours to do that. But while I'm waiting for my train to come, I'm going to give you a quick reading update. I finally finished The Holiday Romance. It's not The Holiday Romance, it's just Holiday Romance. And oh my God, was this good. It was delicious. I enjoyed, well, not every minute, because it took about 5 to 6 chapters for me to really get into the stride of this book, for me to really gain momentum and hit the right pace with the book. But I don't think that was because of the book. I think that was because I had a friend visiting. So I was kind of distracted somewhere between hosting and making myself, available for the person that was around. So it was going really slow for me because I kept getting distracted in between. But as soon as I got that energy out of my body and I got back into the book, I couldn't put it down. It was such a quick, fun, juicy, nice read. It was really sentimental, and you would think for a romance novel that goes without saying, but a lot of times I'm recommended romance and I find myself reading romances where it almost feels like the author is focused really intensely on the spice and really intensely on like the romance of the storyline, that they forget to just make it a wholehearted, nice, funny, full-fledged relationship, actual like concrete relationship between the two people on paper, where like after you close the book you feel good about the couple going forward. Like you're not just focused on like their physical appearance or how sparky the relationship was, but the actual meat on the bones of the relationship is, ooh, it was just nice. It was really nice. It was good. I really like it, but I also really like Friends to Lovers. But I think Friends to Lovers can also be very, very easy to muck up, and this book didn't muck it up. This was very good. I can't wait to read the next book, and this one I'm literally about to pop in my bag as I'm going. It is my last historical romance for the year. It's called A Week to Be Wicked by Tessa Dare. Love her historical romance. This is not a Christmas read. This is one of the books on my 2024 TBR that I never got to. So yeah, I started this morning and I'm already 5 chapters in. It's going really fast. It's going really, really well. The main male character is a rake and the female main character is kind of a wallflower, or she comes across as wallflowery, but she is not a wallflower at all. She is very smart, very educated, not stuck in the wrong time, but clearly stuck in the wrong time because there's so many limitations to being the kind of woman that she could be. But yeah, their journey, their story just started. So I'm going to be reading that as I make my way through these errands. Being an adult is fun. I'm trying to stop saying it's hard. It's fun. I'm embracing it. Down, 1 to go. I was going to go back the way I came, but it turns out that where I'm going is a 19-20 minute walk away from where I currently am. So I'm going to take this opportunity to get my steps in, and I'm going to walk 20 minutes to pick up the ornaments for the tree, the rest of the ornaments for the tree. Hopefully they will have, I want to get some bows for my TV console. That's really, really what I want. So I'm hoping they haven't sold out yet because they had it the last time I was there. But yeah. Thank you.
Thank you. Enjoy your day.
You too. gotten a combined 4 hours of sleep, which feels terrible for my body, but it's the weekend, so I keep thinking I have time to sleep it off or catch up on the sleep that I missed. The reason why I didn't get enough sleep because I couldn't put down the book I was reading, and I did finish it. I finished it at like 3:30 in the morning, but because I can't really sleep past 7, I only got like 4 something hours of sleep, but I finished it. And all in all, I didn't feel too bad about it because it's been a long time since I've been like that deep in a book where I just didn't think about whether I was getting enough sleep or not. It's been about 2 months since I've been that entranced in a book. So yeah, I'm glad. I feel like I'm getting some of like that mojo back, which is perfect because of the holiday. A lot of my holiday plans involves reading and hopefully going out more. I tend to stay in during the holidays because it gets really, really cold, but I am scheduling things for myself and also with friends to make sure that I am going out as often as I can, even though I don't really like it. It's so cold. It's so cold outside. But now I have everything I need to finish the tree, and I've put the garland on the TV console already. I wanted to buy lights, but I decided not to buy lights. Instead, I decided to use the candles that I sometimes use in my bedroom and in the entryway of the house. I've put those 4 candles. They're like those LED battery operated candles. And so I'm using those instead so the TV console doesn't look crazy lit up. I wanted to have like a muted effect in that area, but at the same time feel a little Christmassy, if that makes sense. The store didn't have bows that I wanted to add to the garland. I wanted like 2. They were sold out. I knew I should have gotten them when I had the chance, when I saw them 2 weeks ago, but I guess it just wasn't meant to be. But I did get these really cute handmade ornaments. I especially love the ones that have the little snowflakes on them. Like this one, it's so cute. And the hand-drawn snowman. I was looking at these last night and I was like, I wonder how easy or difficult it is to make these. I might try my hands on it next year as part of like a DIY project if I get the time, and then we can be done. Defense I have none, for damn me well enough alone. Okay, I am done with the tree, like done with all the decor, and I am very, very happy with all the choices that I made. I'm very happy with how everything turned out. The one thing I was questioning when I was working on the ornaments was whether or not I actually had enough ornaments for the tree, and that happens to me every single year that I put up Christmas decorations, because I never want a tree that is filled with ornaments. That's not my own personal style, and that's why I always go for a couple of big red balls. If you have big red or green balls on your tree, and honestly they could be any kind of color depending on the theme you're going with, I find that if you have those on your tree, they're very distracting. Maybe distracting is not the right word, but they do a very good job of making the tree seem full and bursting of color, even if you don't have a bunch of ornaments on it. So yes, all in all, love all the decisions that I made, loved how everything turned out, including the garland and the candles that I put on the TV console. But that's it. That's really all I'm going to do. The last piece is the tree skirt, and I had a plan for that. I was going to do a DIY tree skirt based on a video that I saw on YouTube, and the reason why I was going to do it is because I thought I had the materials at home, all the glue and everything, but it turns out I do not have the materials at home and I would have to order them, and I really don't want to buy anything else. So I decided to just forego the tree skirt. This was like towards the end as I was putting up the ornaments. I decided I wasn't going to do a tree skirt. Instead, what I did was I pulled some of the decorative storage boxes that I have around the apartment and put those under the tree, as well as some gift boxes that I have around for when I either have to send someone a birthday or an anniversary gift. So I put those under the tree, and I also decided to put my Christmas books under the tree in a little box. It's a pretty small collection that I have sitting in a cabinet in my bedroom, so I just brought those out and put them under the tree. I feel like it makes sense. That's it behind me over there. It looks good to the eye. Like, I like it, so I'm keeping it. It makes sense anyway. Half the decor in the apartment is books. We have books everywhere, so honestly it's kind of on theme to just have books under the tree. It just works, you know. But yes, we have gotten to the end of the video, so I'm going to spend the rest of the night. It's night already, and by night I mean it's just dark. It's like 6. It's not even that late, but I'm going to clean up a little, and then I'm going to move on to my next book, which is Real. by Kennedy Ryan. I can't wait. I have only heard good things about this book. The people whose reviews I trust and whose tastes are aligned with mine have said the book was either just good and delivered on what it was, or it was extraordinary, and that is a good range. I can work with that range. So yes, I can't wait to dive in. But not this night though. I'm going to turn in early tonight because I need to catch up on some sleep, and then I'm gonna watch The Holiday because, you know, 'tis the season. Our full in Christmas season, guys. Lean into it, okay? If you haven't leaned into it, lean into it with me. Okay, thank you so much for decorating with me or for watching me decorate. Thanks for hanging out with me. I'm sending you all my love in this season. I hope you are mentally, physically, spiritually well and whole all through this season. And if you maybe aren't, I'm sending you all my love, lots of hope and courage, and all my love. I think I already said that, but yes, thank you. Bye.
Editor.
Yes, I am.
What kind of an editor are you?
A very mean one.
No. What I meant was, do you give massive notes,
The
or...
better the writer, the less notes I give.
And what'd you study in school?
Literature.
And did you always know this was what you wanted to do?
Okay, my palms